doing today? I hope we're doing well. And if not, I knew he's going to do that. Big hugs to you. I told him not to get up here. I have my coffee up here, and this is just a little TV tray. I know these things aren't the sturdiest things in the world. I knew he was going to do it, and of course, as soon as I turned on the camera, he's like, yep, that's my cue. That's my cue to get into mischief with Mom. So, welcome to Coffee Chat with Leisha. Today I have my Life as a Fairy Tale coffee cup. I love this. So my coffee is really hot. So it has princesses on there and like, I don't know, flowers and splotches. Has more princesses on this side. They're like in a gold outline. The cup is like turquoise. It's got a gold handle. It's got like this mauve for like that. I think that like that's the color, right? I'm not sure, but the inside of it is like, to me, a mauve color, and the inside is where it says Life as a Fairy Tale. So get a sippy sip of that. I am drinking my Kroger's breakfast blend with a little bit of oat milk sweet creamer. That's my choice of beverage for today. What are you drinking? Hello, if you don't know, my name is Leisha, and this is Binkies and Blankies Nursery. We talk all things dolls, and I'm talking all kinds of dolls. I like to have these coffee chats every once in a while. I was trying to make it a weekly thing, but sometimes I don't. I have no excuse. So I have a few notes today. Go me, right? Okay. You will see too. I'm behind this. I like to play The Sims. And my child sim, her name is Goldie. I am playing a challenge called the Not So Berry Challenge, and her mom is Rosie. She's the red generation, and Goldie is the child. She's going to be the next generation that I play, and she is the yellow generation. It's fun, it's challenging, and I love it. But anyway, Goldie, the little girl, just adopted a Great Dane puppy, and like, I was just having fun with it this morning. I really was. But anyway, I got that paused back there because I am going to play later. Got to check on the puppy. Anyway, we have a lot to cover today. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first, a little bit of, I guess, housekeeping for lack of a better phrase, I guess. But I will no longer be referring to my dolls that I get that are manufactured from like AliExpress and Temu and Amazon. Now I honestly, I may have Temu dolls because people have sent me dolls, so I can't say I don't have one. But I've never bought one, so I'm just gonna leave that there. However, I am no longer myself referring to them as replicas. I've never referred to them as knockoffs. Well, I think I've discussed it, but I don't call them myself. I don't call them knockoffs or counterfeit. But one thing that is happening especially in, I should have cleaned my glasses before I started. Let me get a tissue. So one thing that is happening over and heavily in the Facebook groups is people are reporting the channels that allow all dolls for having replicas or counterfeits. And you see over in Facebook that they're like, we don't support counterfeits or taking away from this or that, what have you. So when you say replica, knockoff, counterfeit, stuff like that in your videos or on your posts, what happens is, somebody sees it and reports it, and YouTube says, I think they're bots or something that go through it. And what they say is that we are saying replica and knockoff, and some say counterfeit in our posts. And so they're they're flagging the posts, and they are, that did not help that much. They're flagging the posts, and they're threatening to take the groups down. So I got to thinking, you know, well, I mean, you know, all these social media platforms kind of follow suit with each other. And so just for the sake of, my channel and all that, I personally am not going to be calling them anymore. Now, I'm not taking down any of my videos. That's not going to happen. But anymore from this point forward, okay, I am going to call them manufactured, or I'll say my Amazon or AliExpress babies. That way too, you guys know where I got them from. And then what was suggested is to, like, you could name like the sculpt of the baby, but don't name the artist, because they are made in a factory. So really they become their own sculpt by then. Now, I'm not saying you can't credit, you know, the artist. I'm just saying I'm not from now on. And that way too, you'll be able to tell, like if I say, let me think, one of my authentic, my patient's kit from Bountiful Baby. I really don't know who her, I think she's a 3D scan, right? So I don't know. But you know, and I would say she's from Bountiful Baby. You know, if she had an artist, I would state that my Katie Marie, my Sierra, who is a Katie Marie, you know, I could state, you know, her artist and her sculptor and all that stuff. But just letting you know that from now on, that's the way I'm gonna roll. And the Facebook groups are asking us to also make sure, some of them, I don't know if some of them are, some of them haven't said anything, but from here on out, it would just be good practice for us to get used to doing that anyway. Even saying non-authentic, someone said got flagged, and I was like, really? So we're gonna say manufactured. We're gonna say manufactured because they are manufactured in a factory, and that's okay. That's, you know, that's nothing. So that's the housekeeping for today on my end. Here going out, you know, here going forward. I have a little bit of fun 18-inch dolly news. At least I found it exciting. So for a couple of weeks now, this one YouTuber, I cannot remember her name. I should have wrote that down. But she found out that they are having this, what I'll do is the name of that YouTuber, I'll put like right here so you guys know, and I'll probably link them down in the description box below so you can go check out her videos. But she's been telling us that they are coming out with a My Life as Harry Potter line. You guys! Okay, now American Girl has a Harry Potter line, but we all know American Girl is pricey, very pricey. And as much as I love Harry Potter, I never, well, I think they just have the outfits. I don't know if they have the whole like doll dressed up in it. I'm not sure. I think you can like make your own, you know, they have like the Truly Me doll line that you could probably, you know, get and then dress in the outfit or what have you. But My Life As has the doll. It comes with the doll, the house outfit. So they have Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin, and a different doll for each house. They come in their uniform. They have a little wand. They have a Hogwarts letter, and a little mascot comes with it for $39.99, and it is on Walmart's website. They also have a couple of playset accessories to go along, but rumor is that they're also going to be selling just the outfits too. So I would imagine if the dolls are $40, I could see the outfits being probably about maybe 20, and I would be willing. I honestly want all the dolls, I'm not gonna lie, but if I could get a Hufflepuff doll, I would be a happy woman. But yeah, I thought that was exciting, and I can't wait. I really want one. I'm hoping to get one. I'm hoping that it's just not one of those things, though. This is my fear, is that it's one of those things like the Grinch dolls, where they only have a certain amount and then they don't, you know, they don't make them anymore. So I'm hoping that they stick around. They make them for a while and they stick around for a while, because I would really like to collect those dolls. I think that is great. And the people who have been reviewing them have actually said that they are actually pretty good quality, you know, especially for the price. Because American Girl, you know, the dolls alone run between $115 to like $150. And then if you're talking about outfits and accessories and stuff, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Now they are, you know, pretty decent quality dolls and doll accessories, but they are very pricey. Anyway, we're gonna get off that now. That's oh no, one more thing, and it does have to do with the American Girl line. The Bitty Babies, they have Princess Bitty Babies. They have, I think it's 4 of them, and they're adorable. Granted, they're, again, pricey. Pricey's the word here, but it's extremely cute. I don't know that I will get any of those. I have my Bitty Baby that I absolutely love, that Tanya over at Sweet Tea's Dolly Cottage sent me. I love her, and so, you know, I don't know. I say that and I could end up with one. Who knows? Anyway. I also heard too, one more little thing. Oh, and they have the big princess dolls, as you know. I have the Moana one that my son bought me for Christmas. But they come out with the little mini Bitty Baby ones, and they are really cute, really cute. And then I heard tell of a new, like, mid-size, because you know they have the Bitty Babies, they have the American Girl, and then they have the Welly Wishers, who right now are the mid-size dolls. Apparently they're coming out with the sisters. A sisters line is what's brewing around. I'm not positive. Again, I've got my information from the one girl who was telling us about the My Life dolls. Again, I will link her video down in the description box so you can check it out if you want to. She actually has a whole little series on it, a couple of videos on it. Oh, actually, no, the Welly Wishers came from somebody else, and I don't remember who that was. I've been watching so many 18-inch doll videos lately. So it was actually from somebody else, and if I can look at my history and find that video, I will link that one too. But it was a he, and he was saying that the Welly Wishers may be on their way out the door, and a new brand of medium-sized dolls, the in-between dolls, the sisters, is maybe coming out. I don't know. Anyway, just a little bit of news I had heard in the dolly world and wanted to spread the word to you guys, I guess. Okay, so next, before I forget, I do want to thank 3 channels who have been consistently doing my small doll and stuffy Saturday hashtag. I am so grateful for these 3 channels, because I myself have forgot for, I think, 3 weeks in a row to do it. That's why I don't really make tags. Toddler Tuesday's fine, because there's other people in it and they kind of help remind me that I need to do it. So that's a great help. But you know, when you have your own tag and you're not doing it, people are like, what's going on here? And it's just because I forgot about it. I kind of forget that I need to do it. And then I see videos and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even do my own. But these 3 ladies, I want to thank them, and I will link their videos. I will link their YouTube channels down in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And that is Josie from Josie's Jungle Room, Becca from Becca's Happy Place, and also there's another Becca Smith, She seems to be, she's a smaller channel. I think she may be just starting out. I don't know how long she's been on YouTube, to be honest, but she's a smaller channel and she's done it too. And I'm like, oh, you guys, thank you so much for doing my tag. I know there's a few more of you out there who have done it too. Let me think. Oh, Cuddles by Christina. I did forget to write her name down. Let me write her down real quick so I remember to put her in there too. She's done it. And really, I can't remember. I know there's been a few of you out there though that have been doing it, and I am so grateful to you. Thank you. That just warms my heart that you guys are doing that. I'm going to get back to doing that too, because I have so much to show you guys. That's why I started the tag, because I have so many like small dolls and stuffies that, you know, I want to include every once in a while. Excuse me. Darn allergies. Okay, so let's move on to, oh, I have a viewer question. So if we could help this viewer out, that would be wonderful. A dolly friend question. So she has a doll and she said she's had it for about a year. I'm gonna say it's a manufactured doll. I'm not positive, but I think it probably is. It could be authentic, but I think it's manufactured. I forgot to ask her that. But she said she's had it for a year and it still has a smell to it. Like, I guess maybe a vinyl smell or something. I'm not sure. But she has tried washing it with baby soap. And then I want to say she said tried Dawn soap, washing it to try to get the smell to go away. And nothing has worked. So we're reaching out, asking our dolly family out there. Mind you, it's been a year since this doll, she's had this doll, and it's still smelling. Now I've had some come to me, not many, only a few have came with that vinyl-like smell, that's what I'm guessing that it is. But they just eventually go away and it doesn't smell like that anymore. But hers has not. So if you guys have any wonderful suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. She knows who she is. I don't know if she wants to be named, so I'm not gonna name her, but put your ideals or your suggestions or your tips down in the comment section below, and that way she can go and check and read through, and maybe somebody else is having this problem. We could help somebody else out too. All right, let's see. Next we have, all right, so next I'm going to talk about, so this is February, which is Valentine's month. Actually, Valentine's is just a day, but you know, it's a heart month, right? Because I'm pretty sure it's heart health month too. And so as a woman, and I was a younger woman when this happened to me, I feel like I need to let you guys know, because a lot of times us women tend to brush things off. And luckily I did not. I seeked help and I'm here today to tell you about it. So it's been 10 years now. I looked it up to make sure I had the right timeline, but it's been 10 years. In 2015, I had a heart attack. It was a mild heart attack. It didn't do a lot of damage, but I do have damage to my heart from it, a small amount, and any damage to your heart is not good. Yeah, so let me tell you, let me walk you through that day real quick. So it was a Saturday morning, and thank goodness, I always say thank goodness, I'm glad it happened when my husband was home. At this time too, we had let's see, David was 10 and he had broke his leg very badly. He was in a cast from like his butt cheek to like 3 toes stuck out. And so he was in a cast and on crutches. And I had gotten up, went to the bathroom. When I was done in the bathroom, I went, like when I was on the toilet, okay, I felt a pain, like here and in my back. And it kind of felt like like maybe I needed to stretch it out or something. Like it just was like an odd pain. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So when I was done, I went and I sat on the couch because I felt funny too. Like I felt off. I couldn't, I was just like, this is weird. Why the pain would not go away. And it felt kind of like heartburn. It really kind of felt like heartburn, but it would not go away. Like I sat different ways. I laid down trying to get it to go away. Cause sometimes, you know, if you do have, you know, heartburn or you need to stretch or something, you move positions and it gets better. It never got better. My husband woke up, and he went downstairs for something. I can't remember what, down in our basement for something. And as he was passing by, he was like, you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, mumbled something, went downstairs, right? And I just remember thinking in my head, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. But then I was like, I just turned 40. I just turned 40. I was, you know, like a couple months shy of just turning 40. And that thought just went through my head, and I went, no, you're too young for a heart attack. And also heart attacks don't feel like this. You know, it starts in your arm, you know, the classic things they tell you, you know, if you got pain shooting up your arm, you're sweating, feel like you can't catch your breath. And all these are signs of heart attacks, but I didn't have any of those signs. I had what felt like pain in my front and my back, and what felt like heartburn. Those were my symptoms. And so, they wouldn't go away though. I moved over to my chair to see if like laying back in my chair would help. Nothing helped. And the pain was getting steadily worse, and it hurt so bad. And I got so scared, and it got to the point where I was going, Jerry. I couldn't even get, I was in pain and I could not get it out. And so finally I took my foot and I stomped. It wasn't very hard because I was weak, but I just started stomping on the ground. We have wood floors, so it echoes downstairs, thank God. And he came upstairs and he's like, what is going on? And I'm like, I think I'm having a heart attack. Call an ambulance, you know? And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, call an ambulance. And I just sat there in pain, not knowing what to do, scared out of my mind. Ambulance came. Jerry went and got David dressed, and he got dressed. And I'm pretty sure I was still in my pajamas because I couldn't get dressed. I was in pain. And the ambulance came, and by the time the ambulance came, the pain had eased up some and I could talk better. However, my right arm was numb. Like I could barely feel it. And I told them that. I told them everything that happened, and I said, right now, my main problem is I am still in a little pain and my right arm is very numb. And she said, it was probably because you were so tense, the lady that saw me. And I said, I think I had a heart attack. I think if I'm having a heart attack. And she said, oh, I don't think you had a heart attack. No, you don't have any of the symptoms for that. She said, it's fine. We're going to take you and get you checked out. You're going to be just fine, you know? And thank God, she asked me, she said, are you allergic to any medications? And I told her I am allergic to penicillin and aspirin. And she said, thank God you just told me that, because when we're on the way to the ambulance, I was going to give you an aspirin to put under your tongue, because, you know, that's what they do. And I was like, yeah, well, God, I'm glad I told you that too. That would have been a whole other mess. I go into anaphylactic shock with that, so my throat would have swelled shut. So we're on the way there, and I kept asking, I'm like, I think I had a heart attack. And she kept assuring me, no, your vitals are good right now, honey. And you look, you know, a little peaked, but you're fine. You're talking, you know, I don't think you had a heart attack, you know? So then she had me, I was like, okay, I didn't have a heart attack. I thought, oh my God, I had really bad heartburn. I'm going to be so embarrassed when I get to the doctors. and they're gonna say it's acid reflux or heartburn or what have you. I get there, of course, with heart patients, you get took right away back and hooked up to everything. And I did get, and since I had said I think I have a heart attack, they had to take that seriously, so they treated it as I had a heart attack. And they did lab work. They did, I was hooked up to everything, and at that point in time, everything was actually looking pretty good. But my lab work came back, and the doctor said, and I was fine up to this point. I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. He's gonna come back and say I have freaking acid reflux. And I acted like a fool over it. But the doctor came back and he said, we got your blood work back. We're gonna do another draw because things don't look right. And I'm like, I'm anemic. I have a disease that makes me anemic. And he's like, no, it's not that. I mean, we do see that, but that's not our concern. He said, we're going to do another draw. So they did another draw, waited a little while longer. Then he came back and he's like, yeah, you had a heart attack. You had a heart attack. That was a heart attack. And I was just like, I bawled. I lost it. I don't know why, but I did. I lost it. And after that, I got the care that I needed. I had to do a bunch of testing to see how much damage was done to my heart. And I was in the hospital for, I think, about a week. They kept calling me the baby. Because mind you, I had just turned 40. And 40 is young for a heart attack. But it could happen to anybody, honestly. But yeah, I was on the heart floor with so many, the older generation. And I was up walking around. I took care of myself, and every time they did their rounds, they would go like, yeah, this is the baby. We really don't have to do much for her because she's doing really good. But yeah, so that is my story of the heart attack. And the reason why I told you that is because I want you guys to know that sometimes in women, especially, heart attacks don't present like they do in men. So please pay attention to your body. If something's off, go to the emergency room. It would have been better, even if I had went and they had said, yeah, honey, you got acid reflux, at least I would have known, Think about if I would have not said anything, and not got on the medications that I'm on to keep me from having another heart attack. Okay, so someone's going to ask, I know. So I had gotten a blood clot, and that's what caused my heart attack, and my blood clot was caused from my blood condition I have. So I'm on medication to prevent blood clots, and I will have to be on it for the rest of my life because I have what I have. Okay. So now that, my friends, is why we got to listen to our bodies and take care of ourselves. Yeah. All right. So after that, this is going to be a long video. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to get this wrapped up here. Okay. So the only thing left I have for our coffee chat today is I do have some name reveals. Yes. And a special little someone got a little modification, and you're going to get to see her too. So first, I already have this cutie in my lap. So if you guys know, this is the Sweetie Pie from Paradise Galleries. My hubby ordered her for me for Valentine's Day, and she is just an absolute delight. And she told me her name, and I'm going to tell you guys her name. So everybody, welcome to Binkies and Blankies Nursery, Little Miss Maple Leonora. Yes. She told me her name was Maple, and I thought that was adorable. I thought that just fit her. So everybody, welcome Little Miss Maple. All right, so we have Maple. And then this little girl I'm going to show you next. Hopefully she does not fall back. All right, over there. This little girl I have next, I've had her for a little bit in the nursery. So this is my like vintage Our Generation doll. She's an older Our Generation doll. And Aunt JoJo sent her to me. Isn't she beautiful? And I don't recall ever telling you her name. Now she actually sits up here on Mickey's bed on my computer and keeps me company, and Mickey loves laying his head on her lap and napping, so she's been a great little addition to the nursery. But yes, so her name, she told me right away what her name was, and I just forgot to come on and tell you guys, but this is little Miss Rosie. Yeah, so everybody welcome little Miss Rosie to Binkies and Blankies Nursery. My beautiful girl. All right, so one more thing I want to show you is my friends, and if you were a Flutterfly, you already know. You've already seen it. You know, it's just one of the perks of being a Flutterfly. You get a little bit of information a little sooner. But I have been rooting. I have rooted one doll before this doll. Excuse me. It was a hot mess. Okay, we're just gonna put that there. But it taught me a lot, and I no longer have that doll. The doll's been passed on, but I decided that I wanted little Miss Olivia. Olivia is my Huxley, if you guys remember. I actually put her together on a lot. She was born on live, right? But I actually decided, I was like, I want her to have hair, and I had this beautiful red mohair that I had ordered, and I got it from AliExpress. Not the best quality, but good enough for now, especially for someone who is just beginning. Excuse me. Goodness. Wet my whistle. But so this took me, I think it took me about 3 days to do this. Now this is not perfect, but to me it's perfect for her, and I'm very proud of myself for doing it. So look at this little Miss Olivia. She has hair. Remember, she was bald. I'll try to put a picture up here when she was bald. But yeah, and it's not the best, but I think I did a pretty good job for my second time rooting, and I love it. And I didn't want her to have a lot of hair. I just wanted her to have a little bit. I had a picture of my grandson when he was, I think he was about a year old. And that's kind of what he just barely had a little bit of hair. It was enough like to cover like this, but it was it looked very similar to this, but he was a blondie. But that was my inspiration, rooting her, and I love it. She is so cute. I just love her with this little red hair. Oh, little Miss Olivia has hair, and boy, that red hair brought out the sassiness in this girl. Yeah. All right, so like I said, this is a really long video, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. It's been a fun coffee chat though. I felt like we've covered so much. So thank you guys, if you made it this far, thank you for sticking around. Give me a big thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. If you would like to learn things a little faster, you might want to be a Flutterfly. You get a little more content, just push the button or the link, coffee burps, down in the description box below. Also, I link all kinds of stuff down in the description box below, so if you would like to go over there and check that out, that would be great. Don't forget to leave a comment. And yeah, so we want to tell everybody to, let me get Rosie up here. Be kind, be gentle, but most importantly, be you, because we love you just the way you are. We'll see you next time, friends. Bye.